I had a problem recently, and I used the six-step problem-solving method to help me. I'm going to show that to you right now. Last month, I had a little trouble making rent. I was going to be $20 short on the rent. So going through the steps, that was the problem. The second step was to brainstorm some solutions, and came up with 5. The next step is to evaluate those solutions. So the first solution was to ask the landlord for an extension. This is something that would be easy to do. Wouldn't cost me very much to go ahead and do that. I don't think that it would be very likely to work, and so I wasn't sure about that one. The next one was to ask my boss for a cash advance, maybe in exchange for doing an extra shift. That one was pretty easy to do, and there wouldn't be much involved. There's maybe a chance that my boss would say yes and give me an extra shift so I could earn that extra money. The next one would be to tell the landlord that I'm moving, maybe tell the landlord that I can't afford the rent, it's too expensive for me and I just can't stay here anymore. That would be kind of difficult to do, and there would be some problems associated with it, and I'm not really sure that it would actually work. It would be pretty difficult. The next one would be to say nothing and maybe wait until I do have the $20. That's pretty easy to do, to say nothing. There is kind of a cost associated with it. It's not really likely to work. I'm not sure my landlord would be okay with that. In fact, I might even get evicted if I just wait and don't say anything. And the last one would be to ask the landlord if I can pay $20 less in exchange for some work, maybe around the building. This again would be pretty easy for me to do, not too problematic to do, and you know, the landlord might actually say yes. There's a good chance it would say yes. So what I had to do next is to select a solution. So what I did is I went with this last one, asking the landlord if I could pay $20 less in exchange for some work. The bad news is that the landlord said no, so that didn't work out. And so I had to go back to my solutions and evaluate once more, and choose a new solution. This time I went with the extra shift, asking my boss for a cash advance in exchange for an extra shift. The good news is my boss said yes, and that worked out well.